Oh, hi, hello there. Daniel Jude Jennis here from London, as always. And what can I tell you? The day is cold, not freezing cold. It's overcast, and it's nothing like Texas at the moment. Springs in Britain tend to be cold affairs. Can be bright, sunny, clear blue skies as it was yesterday, but today, looking out, it's overcast and slightly bright, but the sun hasn't come out to play today. So, what am I going to discuss with you today, or talk about today? Well, I began by discussing a story in yesterday's entry about a lady friend I met online, and we get on very well, etc., etc. But there are things that have arisen that says she is not the person I thought she was, and she may well have stolen the identity of somebody else. When tackled with this, she came up with arguments which, on a very superficial level, kind of make sense, but thinking about it deeper, it doesn't, not in a deeper sense at all. So it's kind of one of these things, it's kind of a mystery, and it would make for a very good screenplay. I won't go into all the details about it, the person she claims to be the person she claims is impersonating her, she then turns around and says is actually her. Now, this person has a presence right across social media. They've got at least two profiles on Instagram. They have donated pictures to a group, ladies in uniform or something like that. Yeah, and this person has actually travelled, well, she's been to 33 countries. And this person, that my friend, as far as I'm aware, has never left the United States. So it's a bit of a mystery. It would make for the basis for a very good story or screenplay, and I might well get round to doing that. Yeah, that probably would be one way of salvaging something from this. But left a message for me yesterday, and I responded back to it. It was one line, WTF, what the, what. I said, there's no need for that. You should not be surprised. I'm a very good researcher and investigator, and I'm very good. The irony is, the other person who she claims to be is actually a cyber security expert. So it's all a mystery. It really is. So it's kind of time to kind of put that in the background and deal with more fundamental issues. Again, something I discussed on Wednesday. I had a job interview, stroke business meeting. I went into all how I kind of, based on the interview alone, I would have closed a deal. Would have done my ABC, always be closing. And on the interview front, I think I did that. Well, I know I did that. But then when somebody pops, or an interviewer opens up their laptop and then they present you with a problem in Excel, and I mean, look, I've built projects from scratch using Excel. But when somebody gives me a spreadsheet that they've created, no matter how simple it is, I just cannot deal or work my way around it. I like to do things and create things from the ground up. It's a very simple task, but then using Excel, you need a mouse, and I'm great with mouse when it comes to spreadsheets. I'm not sure why he thought I could do what I could using a touchpad. He actually admitted, that it is difficult to get around uh, Excel without a mouse. So it's kind of like, to cut a long story short, that deal is dead. That opportunity's gone. I messed up on the test, and for me, it's kind of like the final straw. I'm at an age now where I shouldn't be going into an interview situation where I've got to do a simple little test in Excel. That's for kids. You know, I remember an ex-girlfriend of mine many years ago saying that temping or or freelancing is for kids. Well, I mean, work for an agency. I mean, that was her argument. And yes, and Wednesday's experience actually proved her right on that. So it's kind of like, well, you know, this is like the last straw for me. I think I really need to go back to be doing things that fulfill me rather than going to interviews where you're going to be asked to do an incompetency. Well, a competency, sorry, a competency test. I think I'm past that. I've got 20 years of work experience in business, finance, private sector, public sector, health, banking. I've been there. I've done this is all before I became an actor. Even you know, market research. All these things I did before I became an actor. I've got the CV, stroke resume, to show it. So it's kind of, well, look, enough is enough. Time to do those things that fulfill me and stop trying to please other people. That's where I'm at the moment, and that's where I'm going to be starting from now on. So this weekend I will be doing bits and pieces, but come next week, well, the time starts now. I'm just going to start doing it now. I'm just going to stop chasing stuff and do my own thing. I want it, but I don't need it. That's like the train of thought. Stops desperation, stress, depression. All these things lead on. So that's where I'm at today, and that's what I wanted to share with you today. So, I mean, I could go on about my friend, but time's going to tell what that's all about. And when I find out, you'll be the first to know. Okay? So, on that note, I will bid you au revoir. Have a nice weekend. Be good to each other. Be good to yourselves. And I will talk to you on Monday. Fine. Sounds like a plan. It is a plan. See you. Bye now.